Good afternoon to the VC, vinyl community. Switched up bugs, going with my Rush mug. Alright, today I thought I'd go over my Hendrix collection. Got quite a big stack of Jimi Hendrix. I think it's around between 65 and 70 probably. I've been collecting for 20 years, and you know how life goes. Some years you can buy a lot of vinyl, some years you can't. You're just on more of a budget. Especially I am a musician. That's my main means of income, so you know, sometimes you're balling, sometimes you're top ramen. So anyways, Hendrix was one of my first loves. I love tons of guitar players, but obviously Jimmy's definitely at the top of the totem pole for many. And if he's not, there's not a problem with that either. But let's go over some of these vinyls. I'm gonna start the stuff before he got signed. You know, just kind of try to go in chronological order. It won't be perfect, but either way, let's fire away. I'm gonna try to keep this as fast as possible. All right, here's an old one called Jimi Hendrix Blues, The Water Tower. Quick story behind this record. Okay, it's gonna take a while. It's on the Toasted record label, but I couldn't find too much information about this. They wanted $50 for this back in 2004. But luckily, the lady who worked at my local record spot, she would cut records way cheaper than what the owner would price them at. So as long as she was, I would have a stack behind the counter, and if she wasn't there, I would just buy a couple records. But when she was there, I would get a few of them. And this is one of the ones where she was like 50, saw 20. Anyways, this is a great album. It's the one with Jim Morrison and Johnny Winter are on these ones. So if you see this, swoop it up. It's a great record. It's rare. I haven't ever seen anyone else with it. Try to go quick here. Jimi Hendrix. This is another one. Songs before he got signed. Just make sure I'm right on that. Yes. The Spirit of Jimi Hendrix. These were recorded in 1966. Jimi Hendrix Rare. I had 2 copies, but my one was really beat up, and I just finally got rid of it. It's Trip Records. This is a really good version right here. I kept this one, obviously. And then this one we'll talk about later on. Sorry about this. Here we go. I just left them in the shells, so we try to pull them out. This way, sorry. Hendrix, Before London. Another one. All these are extremely good. I love the stuff before he was really big, and I love all Hendrix stuff. Jimi Hendrix, Birth of Success, kind of a trippy album cover. Historic Hendrix, recorded in '67, all these tracks. Then when he played for Curtis Knight, this is a very old, this one is the original pressing of the first, this one came out. It's on Capitol Records, it's got the border. Nothing too exciting here, except I definitely need to clean it. But in good condition. This side's very dirty though. No, you can see right there. Yeah. Usually I would just clean records with a record solution, go in circles with a rag, but now I definitely want to get a record cleaner. Some of these need a deep cleansing. This is one of them, but still plays great. I don't mind if there's a couple little crackles and pops. I think it gives a record personality, but I love a version that doesn't do it also. Alright. This video, if you're into Hendrix, this video might be exciting. If you're not, it's going to be kind of boring. Alright, let's just try to keep this flowing. Jimi Hendrix with Little Richard. This is when Little Richard had him on guitar. The album cover is really neat. Killer condition. I got this for $12. Not a crazy deal, but anyways, great to have in the collection. Early Jimi Hendrix. And you'd be surprised, a lot of these are all different tracks. not just like the same songs on different albums. Jimi Hendrix at His Best, Volume 2. Really good one. These are all epic. Welcome Home. This one's printed in Germany. Producer Ed Chapin. Probably a bootleg from back in the day. The back's very plain, but I love that. Jimi Hendrix Kaleidoscope. This one I see every now and then. Strange Things, Jimi Hendrix. This is a Showcase record label, I think. Either way, this came out in 1985. Those weird looking ones, but still really good. What's up, Jimi Hendrix in Spanish? Gotta have that. That's dope. Alright, now I'll finally get to once he got signed to Reprise. Alright. So, alright, you already seen that one? The original one with the border. This one's a little beat up, but I got it in a dollar bin way back in the day when I was young. And this is my main version I played. Had this since elementary school. It's all beat up. That ring wears from me pulling it in and out of the shelves and getting smashed and all that good stuff. Yes, had many good memories with that record. Here's a reissue. I had to get it. It was like super cheap. Got it for $14, brand new. The analog tapes were transferred from the. It was transferred from the original analog tapes, supposedly. Are You Experienced? This is the mono version that was released in London first. This has Red House. Pretty sure this one doesn't. Yes. So anyways, I recommend them both. It's I can't really say which one sounds better. Sometimes I think the mono one sounds better, and sometimes I think the stereo one sounds better. They're both equally as good in my opinion. Jimi Hendrix Smash Hits, which I also got a reissue of that. And I figured, why not? This one actually is on purple vinyl. I thought that was cool. And I'm not a big person like, oh, I gotta have colored vinyl, but Purple Haze, purple vinyl, Jimi Hendrix. And again, this one was like super cheap, so. Alright, Axis Bolt of Love. You gotta have this one. I know they just came out with the UHQR one. I should have got it. It's already worth a lot of money now. That was my bad. But this is a German pressing, which is really good. Some consider this is better. I guess the story goes, he lost one of the sides of the albums, so they had to re-record that second side. And they do sound extremely different, but this one's really good. And I got this one back in the day, like cheap. Because it was before vinyl was real expensive. Alright. Hold on here. And, yeah, once the family got rights to his name again, I think I have this right, they started just re-releasing everything and putting out new stuff. And, man, I feel they've done a good job. Obviously, you got to have this. There's an anniversary one, which I also have, which I highly recommend that. It comes with this. It comes with a live version of him at the Hollywood Bowl, I think. And then it comes with outtakes of just him in his apartment, some recordings. That's like, that whole box set is worth it just for that one album, in my opinion. But this is one I got back in the day. And this one they did a limited run of these at the time. This was number 3,728. I don't know how many they issued out. It doesn't say the total amount, but this is the one I usually will pull out and play. I haven't even played the one that's in the box set. I'm trying to keep up. Maybe some of my friends will pull it out and like hear it first time. Obviously, the Band of Gypsys, everybody knows that one. Great album. Definitely got it. That one, man, let's crank it up and get into it. They're all good. So, I think that's what he released while he was alive. Out playing music. And then all this stuff now is after he passed away. But it's crazy because, you know what I mean, he was only here for a short while. And I know he didn't put out that many different records while he was here, but he still put out enough. And then all the extra stuff he did, We didn't put out enough, but he put out for a while he was here. He was working all the time. But he was always recording stuff, so there's so much extra stuff after he passed away. So either way, definitely got a lot of good stuff. Your legacy lives on forever through your music, which is awesome. Midnight Lightning, one of my favorite ones. It's a great one. My good friend of mine gave it to me. He's like, I got a Hendrix record I don't think you have in your collection. This is back when we were younger. We were basically kids. And I was like, I don't think so, dude. And he was right. He had this. He stole from his stepdad's collection. Anyways, thank you, homie. Jimi Hendrix, Rainbow Bridge, gotta have this. They just came out with the new one, which I have. Let's grab it real quick. Jimi Hendrix War Heroes. This one's super good. Love the cover. It says on the back, plays okay. Let me show you the. So I have a couple. So here's a picture disc. I'm trying to go through these fast and not talk too much about each one. But this is the only one I could find back in the day when I was younger, of the Rainbow Bridge performance, like just the concert, not the sound, not the songs mixed in with the performance or whatever. And you know, I pictured vinyl just sounds like turd. So it's like you can hear that before the song starts, but once the song starts, because of music, it covers up the noise. But the Prince pictured vinyl sounds the best so far, but you can still hear that faint little. Anyways, but this was better than nothing, and I got this for a good deal back in the day. And so that was my main go-to for Rainbow Bridge until they came out with a new one. Here we go. This is killer. This was only $42. It comes with 3 records, I'm pretty sure. Yes, both performances. The vocals are a little crummy sounding, not on Jimi Hendrix's behalf. It was a windy day, so they covered the microphone with the big old freaking tons of like foam material. So it's a little filter sounding, but the drums, the guitar, and the bass they captivated killer. And it turns out they had to re-record the drums for the second show because when they got the audio tapes back, the microphones are cutting in and out. So Crazy Mitch Mitchell went back in the studio and watched a TV monitor and redid the drums, watching what he did visually. You've got to be a freaking crazy person to be able to pull that off. Well, he pulled it off. So that's why the drums just sound like they were done in the studio, because they were. But man, Jimmy's guitar playing this day, it was always on point. But you know, he felt different, so he played differently sometimes, which is awesome. But man, he must have been feeling really good this day, because he's just. And this is, you can tell this is when, I feel like this is when you evolve as a musician. He was starting to go to that next phase for him. You can hear it in his playing. It was because you could hear he's doing some crazy shred stuff. He's giving you a peek of shred guitar before shred guitar existed. And then it's just, man, this is a great record. It's totally worth it. $40, 3 albums. It comes in it's kind of a flimsy box set, but it also comes I think it comes with a booklet also too. Yes. Not a crazy, it's worth it. Comes with a cool little booklet with pictures, booklet. Anyways, that's totally worth getting. Let's move on. I sold myself on it again. I'm gonna go play it. All right. The film Jimi Hendrix. This is a great album. Let's see if we can show it. I know I got it pretty cheap back in the day. This one's badass. This is basically a greatest hits. A lot of songs everybody knows. Are You Experienced? I Don't Live Today, Voodoo Child, Stepping Stone, Castles Made of Sand, Killing Floor, Purple Haze, Red House, Crosstown Traffic, Third Stone from the Sun, and All Along the Watchtower. Now a lot of these ones do have some of the same songs, some have different, but it's Jimmy. It's awesome. Cool album cover though. Okay, I got Volume 3. These are awesome. These are these outtakes he did between 69 and 70. This is recorded at the Electric Ladyland. Here's volume 2. One time I lived out in this mountain house. It was dusty all the time because there was dirt everywhere. And I left one of these on my turntable and I pulled it. You know what I mean? And I did like, oh gosh, totally dirty. I remember this years ago. I pulled it out the other day. It's still, it's like a brand new record, but a little dusty. So again, you need to get the cleaning machine. If you what do you guys think cleaning device should I get? Should I get the vacuum? Should I get the damn thing where you put the stuff and you spin it? I'm on a budget here. I don't want to spend more than no more than $100. I see some of these people talking about like $30,000 clean. Now, if that's in your budget, fucking high five. But that is definitely not in my budget right now. I'm working on it. What is it from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles? Automobiles? I can't even talk right now. Del Griffith, still $1 million shy from being a millionaire. It's because of records. This one's really good. This is a bunch of different live performances, songs from different performances, put onto one album. Probably one of my favorite live records of his because it's a mixture of all the best performances. And it also has Little Wing. All right, no one talks about this. There's 2 songs you didn't hear Hendrix do that often live. One song I can't find that he ever did live. Did he ever do Castles Made of Sand live? I never found a recording. Out of all these records, I can't find one. I have tons of live records of Hendrix. If anyone can find a live recording of Castles Made of Sand, maybe there's a bootleg on YouTube, but I can't find one on vinyl. But I always get excited if there's Little Wing. Little Wing's on this one and Little Wing's on a couple of the ones I have. And he did Little Wing only on I have 2 different shows where he did Little Wing. That's it. But it's cool just to hear him doing it live because it's like magic. And then here's this one. Jimmy Plays Monterey. Okay, I have 3 different versions of this. And they're all just different covers. But they're basically the same thing. This one's in really good condition. Got this over at Streetlight in Santa Cruz, California. Very cool record store that's huge. Just one of those. It's one of the staples of the town. All right. Hopefully they did not close. I don't think they did. Right down the street from the Catalyst, where Willie Nelson and anyone who's relevant plays Santa Cruz usually play the Catalyst. All right, long episode. Live at Berkeley, killer. Oh, these are going through the live section. Hendrix in the West. Damn, where did I get this sleeve from? This sleeve's like one of those good ones. Nice and clear. This one has Little Wing on it also. Yes, and it's different night than the other one because Little Wing's on this. This I got a couple years back. Why is this relevant? Well, Frank Zappa was on this bill with him. Pretty sure it's the guitar he lit on fire and gave to Frank Zappa. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure that's where it happened. That was at Miami Pop Festival. That's the guitar Dweezil Zappa ended up with. Could be wrong with this, but I'm just pretty sure. Well, the dude who put on this festival was the same guy who put on Woodstock. So this was kind of like him giving a practice run of Woodstock. So, and it's just a good performance of Jimmy ripping. Here, I hear my training Cummins. Just every time he did that song, he did it different. So it's cool. It doesn't matter. The BBC sessions. This is 3. I just burped up a little coffee tasting. You savor that. All right, thank you. This comes in 3 records. I hate this layout. Does anyone, dude, when you want to play that middle record, you're like, really? Really? I can move shit out of the way. Fucking, I'm sorry for my language, YouTube. I'm not trying to be all cuss animal here. But damn, that layout sucks, but it's totally worth it. They should have just done a little box I could pull off the out. How do you deal with that? Anyways, totally worth it, even though the hassle to get to that middle record. It's the little things in life. Uh-oh. Is YouTube not going to let me post this video because of copyright infringement on my new song I just wrote on the spot? Damn. Hopefully not. All right. All right, now. There's like an eagle. Oh, 2 eagles just going by. Whew. Nice. Cheers to the eagles. All right, this episode is taking longer than I wanted. The look on my dog's face is like, fuck your records. Take me for a walk. We're going to. She's being good about it, though. Trying to keep these in the order I had them in. I think I'm sticking to it. This one I love. This has, wow. The birds must be into Hendrix. This one's a great one. This was a gift from my cousin who's not with us anymore. So this one just has, it's a great album, and it has tons of sentimental value. So he was a guitar player also, and he was really smart. We hung out. We were best friends. He's like a brother I never had. So on the positive note, he knew what Hendrix I didn't have, and he fucking was all sneaky for my birthday. He's like, "What's up? I know you don't have this one." Yeah, really good one. It's a good. It was Hendrix. This was basically going to be Hendrix. His next record. This is what he was working on before he moved on. Valleys of Neptune. Now this came out back 2008. I remember when they're talking about this in the magazines. I was all excited to get this, and gosh damn, they did not disappoint. This album is very good. Different version of Stone Free on here that you've never heard of. Bleeding Heart, like a funk upbeat version, not like the slower one on the other albums. Valleys of Neptune here, My Training Coming, what I was just talking about. Does Sunshine of Your Love, instrumental version. Crying Blue Rain, Red House. This is just a phenomenal record. The album cover is way trippy too. This album, I need a new case for this one. This one's all. Look at that. Way stony. That's Hendrix, his artwork. He drew this when he was 10 years old. He painted this with watercolor. Yeah. The dude was off the scale. Talented, not just with music, just with anything I think he put his mind to. It would have been really neat. Would have been super amazing if he would have been here for longer, but things happen like that. But at least we had it for as long as we did. Alright, this is that new one that came out 2 years ago? Last year? 2018, 3 years ago. Anyways, time flies. This is number 2071. I don't know. That doesn't say the complete amount. It looks like they might have done 9,999. This is a killer one, though. This is where they kind of chopped stuff, edited, which I don't like, but man, you can't hear. And it's you know, I mean, Eddie Kramer was involved. They did a great job. Sounds awesome. I was kind of like, what? Don't be cutting, editing his stuff. But it's good. All right, now we're getting into some of the weird stuff again. Jimi Hendrix, Nine to the Universe, a lot of instrumental stuff. Just jamming out. But this is 69 at the record plant. 325, 69 at the record plant. 529, 69 at the record plant. June, the Hit Factory in New York. And then April 24, 69. And it's got a few different lineups. It's got Mitch Mitchell, Billy Cox, Jimi Hendrix. It's got Buddy Miles, Billy Cox, Jimi Hendrix. Anyways, really good one. If you see this, good. It's a promotional copy. Let's see if it's the white label. Sometimes they're a promotional copy, but they don't have the white label, and I feel like that doesn't make it super official. And it's not, but it still at least is a promotional with the older prize label. Promotional copies sometimes sound better. I have a Pat Metheny promotional copy. It definitely sounds different than the American mix. Alright, I gotta get. Some of these are pretty old. That's like. I don't even have a dog with long hair. Somewhere there's like a long dog hair in here. You're like, Ty, you're getting off topic. We don't care about dog hair. Yes, you do. Does anybody have a dog in the vinyl community? And you're like, my dog luckily has short hair. It doesn't really get in the way. My homie has a big fluffy dog, my bass player. Whew. Sometimes I drag that hair back here. Alright, I think my phone's going to die, so we got to get this quick. This is a split EP with Otis Redding and Jimi Hendrix from the Monterey Pop Festival. One side's Hendrix, one side's Otis Redding. It's worth having because Otis Redding is awesome. Jimmy Inside the Rainbow. No, it's not. This is funny. This is this is a live performance. I think this is actually his last show he did, last live show at some festival. And the reason I can tell is because I know the show and I know some of the things he says in between the songs, and I recognized it. But it's a rare one. They wanted $50 back in the day, but remember my gal who would cut the deals in price? What's up? Alright, I got this in California when I was over there playing some shows. Hendrix and McLaughlin. I got this at Recycled Records, my old spot, which is still open. So what's up? She doesn't work there anymore. That's different owners. And everything. And now maybe we now know why he sold the place. No, yeah, he retired, the original owner. And it got saved by some other guy who's really passionate about vinyl and kept it all the same. I actually organized it a little bit better. I got a 45 collection that, like, you wouldn't believe, a wall of CDs like you would not believe, in just a lot of records. If you're ever in Monterey, California, go check out Recycled Records and Vinyl Revolution. Vinyl Revolution, they used to be kind of real close, but now you'll hit Recycled Records first, go up to Pacific Grove, which is just a little ways up the road, and you will hit up Vinyl Revolution. And Bob Gambit, my dog is like, really? She's licking my pillow now. Really? Come on, you stop it, please. Can you stop that? Stop French kissing my pillow. That's gross. Come on. Either way. So let's keep going. Almost done. I gotta keep my phone wants to die. It's a long episode if you're into Hendrix. I hope you're enjoying this. The box set. Yeah. Okay, I think I have this. Okay. You're not storing this upside down, I guess. Alright. Here we go. Box set. This is great. There's 8 albums in this. This came out back in the day. A long time ago. I remember I got to get this box set and I had to go and do a little small tour. So I got this, could play it for like that day. And also I thought about, I can't wait to get back home and play my box set. But anyways, this is a killer. We're coming towards the end. The Electric Ladyland box set. I'd recommend this 100 times over. This is just for this one record right here. At last, the beginning. The making of Electric Ladyland, the early takes. It's just him in his apartment, just him and his guitar, and man, you can't believe how good his Fender sounds. Well, obviously it's Hendrix playing it, so that sounds good, but the tone of this old Fender, the amp, you hear the phone ringing, and he doesn't answer it because he's like, I'm writing music, leave me alone. And it's killer. It's 2 albums, and I hope they should just sell this by itself. But if they don't, get this box that it has live at the Hollywood Bowl, which my great grandpa helped build that place. What's up? And then it has a copy of Electric Ladyland and then a booklet. Totally worth it. Way good. I think it was like $100. So kind of pricey, but not way pricey. Totally worth it. All right, got a couple more left. And then it hits the Steve Ray Vaughan collection. All right. The Genius of Hendrix. I think this actually, no. This isn't before, but still, it's basically like a greatest hits. Really cool album cover. And it's on Trip Records. So yeah, Trip Record label's cool. It's got that cool logo. Damn. That is rad. Got the back looks on. This is the ones I scored not too long ago. This is some of his old stuff. Hendrix doing House of the Rising Sun. What's up? You don't hear that often. Jimi Hendrix in concert. Springboard label. Kind of looks bootlegish a little bit. More Experience. From the motion period. Titles from the original soundtrack of the feature-length motion picture Experience. Jimi Hendrix, Volume 2. Little Ivy, Voodoo Child, Roomful of Mirrors, Fire, Purple Haze, Wild Thing, and Bleeding Heart. Pretty cool little short concert, probably opening up for somebody. This one's really cool. Jimi Hendrix and Lonnie Youngblood, 2 great experiences together. This you don't see too often. This is on Chess Records. cool. I got this in like in mint condition. Whoever had it just had it stored away. Yeah. Nice. Like, what? Hendrix on Chess Records? Get out of here. It happened. Just put it back in there. Hey, don't look at me. This album's private. Anyways, that's the last one. That should be, I'll count afterwards. I'll count while watching. Well, I'm not going to watch myself, but I think it's 65 to 70 about what I showed. Either way. So anyway, have a great day. Stay positive. This episode is super long. It's going to take forever to load onto YouTube. But right up, this is the Jimi Hendrix episode. Maybe I should have split it into 2 episodes. Whatever. Well, have a good one, guys. Lates. Stay positive. Spin some vinyl. I'm going to play, right now I'm really big into this Japanese Jazz Volume 3 I got. It's 3 albums. I'll do a whole video about that later. Anyways, have a great day. Play that vinyl and stay positive. Later.